It's actually more fun to play video games when both teams are yelling and insulting each other. It harms nobody. Insulting a person's mother, family, accent, and stereotypes is perfectly fine in the context of video games. If both parties are insulting each other, it can be a healthy form of competition that encourages each other to think creatively for new insults. If you don't want to hear other players, it's perfectly fine to mute people. If everybody can rage on their video games to distress and not have it carry over into the real world, it's preferable to the alternative. If you're offended, you can mute people, or find a different lobby. Or do what I do sometimes and start complimenting people to the extreme. Aye bro, you sound kinda cute. That was a nice kill. You say this as my younger brother is yelling loudly at his friends using slang and looking ridiculous. It's been 5 hours. He's been doing this since I woke up. I can hear him from every room of the house. I am literally listening to him do this right now. Insult people all you like. Just make sure you're either alone or with people who don't mind going deaf from all your screaming. It's what made Xbox Live fun on the 360, before everyone went into parties. Battlefield 4 on PC is a surprisingly toxic game and entertaining, nonetheless. Whoever threw that, your mom's a hoe. Hell yeah. The fun tease insults is what kept me going, to be honest. As long as it's done in good spirit. And it provides fun comedy while playing. The only problem with this is that the opposing team is almost always muted in-game. The toxicity comes from your own teammates shit-talking each other. Someone told me to go commit PP slurp, and that was the highlight of this whole damn year. As a mother of a 15-year-old boy who's constantly screaming profanities while playing online games, it's kind of relieving to hear that y'all aren't getting upset about it. 9/10 cock bro. Need to do something different with your manscaping though, your pubes are out of control. Symmetrical balls. They look nice, but shouldn't be exactly the same size, might wanna see a doctor about that. Strong shaft, bulbous, juicy head. 9/10 bro, 9/10. There's a huge difference between good-natured trash talk and being a dick, though. Not sure if this is unpopular, shit talk is one of the best parts of any competitive game. My go-to is threatening to eat their ass. Nah. It's very rarely witty one-liners. Just screaming man babies insulting everyone except themselves in a weak attempt to distract from their own failures. It cuts morale and makes teammates mute/leave party chat, so no more spotting, only increasing the likelihood of losing. I never knew my mother was such a slut and pedophile. This according to all the 12-year-olds on Call of Duty, who have fucked her. It's funny as long as the insults are funny tbh. Not when you just hear generic ones or NIER, yes, the one with the hard R. Everyone loves a bit of smack talk, but there's always those that take too far. Also the insults can be are funny. A dude called me a Iran terrorist, then New York white boy. I based my first YouTube video on a French kid swearing his ass off at me. Ah yes, CS:GO at 3 AM on casual with a load of angry Slavs saying telling you to suicide yourself for blasting Shrek sound bites down the mic. Am I the only one to mute another person just to unmute him again? BC, you want to know what he is saying? Yeah, but then I grew up. Insulting people is fine to blow off steam. Friend or enemy, but stick with insulting them and not their family. I could take any insult at myself, but I'm not tolerating it directed towards a family member. Certainly not a wife or mother. Also, please be clever, but hurt much. Hoo come on man, try a little bit at least. If you're not going to call the other team a bunch of dirty campers, what's the point? First time since FIFA World ended in 2016. I have played a game in phone today for the first time in Call of Duty Mobile, playing with audio on, and one guy say I was good and added me as a friend. We were both good, but he was better than me. I live for it. Playing in the mud is the best. Any games where this still happens? I genuinely want to know. COD is boring in comparison to 10 years ago when everybody had fucked your mom. Ah, I miss the mid-2000 SMW2 lobbies. Healthy. I fucking love XCO, I'm shit at the gameplay but OLOOORD those Russians I love them so much. I'll quit the game if anyone brings up my whiteness. There's a line between being mean and being energetic/competitive. Take GTA Online for example, purely toxic shithole of people who can't help but be mean to literally everyone else. Then there's places, or just better players, you can find where it's fun and competitive, but not mean. If I get worked up and we yell at each other it just means we're having fun and it's beautiful. There is a difference between talking trash and simply being a piece of shit though. Trash talking is fine but if both sides are getting legitimately heated it's annoying. I think though that it creates a culture of hostility and often degrades into casual hate, racism, and completely prevents communication which in most games with a built-in chat are necessary for coordinated play. Or do what I do and start every game with "fuck you Richard, I'm taking the kids." What games can I do this in? It's all fun and games until somebody waves a metal sheet into the mic. Carrot, yes. I still you remember you Spikeboy 16, you little shit. I love when people trash talk in games. Gears of War was great for that. Building an intense rivalry in 1st to 19 Warzone matches is one of my best memories from gaming. 100% true. It's fun when you have a way to talk back. As a person without a mic it's annoying when someone just curses you non-stop and you can talk back. The 360 days before party chat was the best, that's how I made some of my best friends that I call family now. I remember when you had that short period of time between sides in CSGO where you could talk to the enemy team. Best thing ever. The yelling on both sides really got you going for the second half of the match. I had this one insult thrown at me that I couldn't help but just laugh. You shoot like your mother squirts. It's got several layers to it lol. It's just funny as hell. I don't know, if someone said something about my mother or said something revolving around rape, cause we all know that's every gamer's favorite word lol, then I'd be leaking their usernames and profiles. I upvoted, not because this is an unpopular opinion, but because this post needs to be on the front page so that SJWs can see it and stop complaining about our culture of games being toxic. They need to see this. The thing is, I feel like it gets too serious and personal if you insult someone. Like, if I just jump into a game real quick, then it is not fun if people are aggressive and call you names. I just want a chill and fun game, not a screaming or insult contest.